Just in case they ain't get the picture the first time around.
I see you, hater. My motivator. Y'all make me greater. Yeah.
It's been a day and a half since I sprayed the car. Now we finna get started on the flow coating. Let me show you. You can see trash here now, and you might can see the orange peel. I'm not sure if you're seeing it like I'm seeing it. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of the majority of it. Some hair or length there as well. We're gonna sand that down. And I had 3 runs. I got a run here. And a sag here. Also over here on this side, I had a sag. Right here. But it's not bad. None of it bad. But we're gonna flow coat it because I got some decals I'm gonna put on it and some stripes. And it's gonna also make the final results a lot better. Which I'm gonna flow coat it, then I'm gonna let that sit maybe a week, then I'm gonna cut and buff. But a lot of guys be wondering, why would you flow coat and cut and buff? I just do it because when I start sanding for us to cut and buff, my sand is a lot easier. It goes a lot faster. Plus you get a better finish. But these the stripes here I'm going with. I know I asked y'all what color y'all think I was going with on my last video when I painted. I'm going with a maroon. It's somewhat the color of the car, but I just think it'll be a good look because the interior maroon. But before I put the stripes on, I'm gonna sand the whole entire car down. Flow coat it. Well, I'm gonna sand it down, then I'm gonna put the stripes on, then we're gonna flow coat it afterwards. I'm gonna clear over the stripes. And you could go with it all kind of different ways for us. Well, this is the block I'm gonna use. But you could use different grits of sandpaper. I got some 600 here. You can also go up to 800. I got some 400 and I got some 320, which I done used 320 before. I know a lot of folks be wondering, aren't you scared you're gonna cut through with the 320? As long as you let it sit up and harden up, the clear harden up for a while, and you put enough clear on it, you could use 320 and cut. And you wonder what's the benefit of cutting with 320 than 800 or 600. It cuts a lot faster than 800 and 600. And plus, when you start spraying the flow coat, it has something to bond to. See, if you spread 800, if you cut with 800, then start spraying the clear, it don't really have nothing to bond to, and you tend to get runs faster than with something like 600 or 400. You can do it either way. You just got to be careful when you cutting with 400 or 320. So I'm gonna get me some water, soapy water. I got a rag. We're gonna get started. I'm gonna cut you back on once I get my water. All right, let me give you a demonstration up here. Looks like I can see the orange peel a lot better from the light from the ceiling. I got some 600 sandpaper already in the bucket, but I'm gonna put some 400, also 320 in there, so I can show you the difference of the cut. And you cut me a piece here in half. Drop that in the bucket. Then I'm gonna cut a piece of this 400. I should have let it soak for a while to loosen the paper up some, but we'll be all right. Just a demonstration. Then we're gonna get our block. The 600, man, it's been soaking anyway, so we're good on that. We're gonna get the 600. Wrap it around the block. Then I guess we're gonna do 600 here. No, we're gonna do 600 here. We're gonna go back and forth 3 times. I think that'll be good on that. Remember, that's the 600. We're gonna grab this 400 now. I don't know how many times I went back and forth, but that's the 400. You see the 400, it slid across a lot better because it was cutting a lot easier and a lot faster. That 600, it was like gripping. It wasn't moving as easy as the 400. Now we're gonna get the 320. It's gonna cut a lot faster, but you gotta be a lot careful. Especially if you don't know how much clear on here. But I got 3 coats of clear, so I'm not too worried about cutting through, especially if I stay off the edges. You wanna stay off the edges because you'll cut through them edges a lot quicker. You wanna do that, cut you a piece. I think I got a piece in here, but if I got a piece back here, I think, somewhere. I don't know what I did with it, but I know I had a piece somewhere. Must have laid it down. No, it's over here. There's some 400 here. But on the edges, you just want to use your hand. You know, like this here. With your finger. But we finna wipe this here and we're gonna see the results. I know I could take the block and wipe it like that there. But I'm gonna take this rag. You still can't see no difference yet until it dry. So we're gonna take the blow hose and blow it off. It'll dry a lot faster. I'll get the air right. Let me cut the air. Now we can see the 600. It looked like it cut the orange peel a lot better. I don't know if it's because I went across more times, but you don't see no orange peel there. Right here you don't. But you still can see the orange peel with this 400 here. But you can see it left deeper scratches in it. Also with this 320. But the 600 is cutting. It's pretty much cutting the same. So, because the clear ain't all the way hard, so the 600 be good. I think that's what we're gonna go with, the 600. Because it's a lot safer as well. But clear, it will cover the 320 scratches. Don't let nobody fool you. If you're using high solid clear, it'll cover these scratches. I done did it plenty of times. I didn't even get that hair out there. But I'm gonna take it to a run. We gonna cut it with the 600. I'm gonna show you how I cut the runs out. Okay, here's the run. Not sure if you've seen it, but it's right here. Once I start cutting, you'll be able to see it a lot better. We're gonna take this block and do the flat area first with the 600. If I stop now, let me show you, and wipe it, you're gonna see the run. You'll be able to see it now. And let me blow it off. Speed up the process. Now you can see the run a lot better now. But it's not gonna take much to cut that run down. I'll go ahead and cut it down, then I'll cut it back on. You can see the run is gone now. It didn't take much to get rid of it. I usually go around the whole entire car and hit my spots as far as runs. Just got the imperfections first. Then I go back and wet sand the whole entire car. But back to these different grits. The 320, 400, 600, or even 800. I wouldn't recommend, if you never cut and buff a car or sanded a car, color sanded a car, I wouldn't recommend using the 320 or the 400, 600 or 800. Now, I done used 320, 400 before, especially if I had sprayed a flake over this here, because it'd be more orange peel, more gritter, and 320, it just cut it a lot better. But I wouldn't recommend using 320 or 400. Nothing less than 600, especially if you ain't got experience, because you'll cut through, and if you cut through, you might well just start over, especially spraying candy or pearl, because you ain't gonna never be able to touch it up and make it match. So I guess I'm gonna just finish cutting these runs down, then I'm gonna find me a spot to start. I'll probably start up here, finish this on out with a 600, because we're not gonna go with the 400 or 320. We're gonna go with 600 and go from there. Okay, let's inspect the work. This is the 600. You can see right here, I still gotta hit this some more. Still see orange peel. But you can see I stayed away from this edge here. Also this edge, because if you get too close, you'll cut into this here. So you wanna do that with your finger by hand. You don't wanna use no block on that. But you can see this spot here. I can go a little further and get that out. That as well. Missed this whole spot there. You still can see a lot of orange peel. So I need to get all that out. It need to look like this here. Do it off. On that hair there, I'm not gonna be able to get that out because it's buried in the clear, but you're not gonna be able to see it unless I point it out to you. Guess let's finish on out. Don't be scared to change. Y'all heard it, Pop. This what it's looking like. Started on this half. Nothing down to this half. I forgot to mention, you could do this with a machine, which I got the machines to do it with, but I just like doing it by hand, old school way. I don't mind sanding by hand. It don't seem like it's much faster to me doing it with the machine. But also, I know a lot of guys be wondering, why not, could you just put more coats of clear on it while I was painting the car? Which you could, but that's still just gonna build up the orange peel. Cause you gotta think, I sprayed a sealer, that's 1 coat. I sprayed 2 coats of base, that's 3 coats. I sprayed 2 coats of pearl, that's 5 coats. Then I sprayed 3 coats of clear, that's 8 coats. So just think about doing all them 8 coats, how much orange peel you done built up. And when you cutting and then flow coating it, you starting off fresh. So you starting off with a smooth surface. So I might just put 2 more coats of clear on this here. So it's not gonna be that much orange peel built up. You're gonna get orange peel regardless. I don't care if you experienced painter or not experienced painter, you're gonna get orange peel. So I'm starting off fresh. I'm gonna put 2 more coats of clear on it. So I'm not gonna have that much orange peel. That's the reason for flow coating. You cutting everything back down, starting over. Just say if I just put 2 more coats of clear on this here, I'm gonna be building on top of orange peel. So I'm defeating the purpose. And another thing, while I was letting this dry, because it gotta be dry so you can inspect it, because I see a spot that I need to go back over. I didn't see that when it was wet, like here. So I do a panel, then I jump. See, I done jumped on this top here. I done did this side. While this side drying, I might jump on this side. I just be jumping back and forth. But that's it there. I'm gonna finish on up, then I'll cut you back on. We'll go from there. Everything sanded down. I done went back over about 3 times. Make sure everything good to go. It's ash all the way around, like my boy True Gritt say. If you ain't ashy when you get out the shower, you need to get back in it. Shout out to SprayWayCustoms. Y'all go check them out. Pretty sure all y'all already subscribed to them. But let me show you what I got going on here. This side here, I just finished this side. That's why it's still drying. But I done double checked it a few times. So now it's time for the decals and the pinstripes, which is not gonna be this video here. It's gonna be a separate video. Probably be that video that's gonna come out before this video. So if y'all wanna see how I done it, go check it out. It'll be down in the description. Also be popping up. It's gonna be like a second or two because I'm gonna cut you back on as soon as I cut you off. Okay, we're back like we never left. Decals done. SS stripes. Want to see how I done all this here? Go check out the playlist down in the description. But now, since we got the decals and the stripes done, I'm gonna take some 600 and just lightly go over my decals and my stripes. Which it don't have to be done, but I always do it. Get it clear, a little bit more something to bond to. It's not gonna damage the decal. It might dull it off some, but once you put that clear on it, it'll bring the color back. It don't take much. I'm just lightly going across it. This the following day. I didn't want to start spraying last night. It had got down to like 9 degrees. So I tried to wait till it kind of warm up some. It's up to like the mid 40s now. But I've been having this heater going on out here, so hopefully we can spray without no problems. I got a fast hardener, so that should help me out a lot. We're gonna take some wax and grease remover and wipe it down to get rid of this paste, this sanding paste. Try to get the paste out the cracks, like spots here. It's gonna be this prep all. I'm gonna wipe it on with one cloth, wipe it off with another. It's crazy how the microfiber cloths match the can. So let me take care of that, then I cut you back on from there. Wipe it on. Then you wipe it off. Just want to make sure it's dry before you start spraying. If you don't get this oil and grease up from your fingers and hands, you'll get fish eyes when you start spraying the clear, because that clear ain't gonna mix with no oil. It's just a build up around it. So you want to make sure you wipe it with wax and grease remover. It's been 4 days since I said I was gonna spray some clear. I've been putting it off because we had got some snow and we got down in the teens. You know, we don't usually get that down here, down south. But we're getting some sun out. Everything seems like it's melting. So we're gonna try to spray some clear today. So let's go on in the shop and get started. All right, let's pick up where we left off. I've been out here tacking it off because ain't no telling what done fell on it after 4 days sitting up. Mainly on these flat surfaces. Think we're ready to spray some clear now, y'all. Let's cross our fingers and pray everything go fine. Let me show you the clear that I be using. It's about Uricam. It's just high solid polyurethane glamour clear coat. UC 210. You can see I got this fast activator. coats are clear for the flow coat. That's what the pinstripes and the decals look like once I re-cleared them. See, it brought the shine back. I still have some runs, but I'm not too much worried about it because I'm gonna cut and buff it. You can see right here. It's cold weather. You'll get those if you ain't careful. But all in all, I think it turned out good. I did what I wanted to do. Put more protection on it. And clear over my pinstripes and decals. Every car I paint, I cut and buff, so I'm gonna cut and buff it regardless. Cause they're gonna get rid of, I got some nibs here and there. I don't know if you've seen it, but they mainly on these flat surfaces. But I'll be cutting and buffing it. When you paint a car, it's a long process for real. It ain't like a lot of folks think, just spray it and let it go. Well, not with me. I'm gonna treat it like it's mine. So every job I do, I'll be cutting and buffing and flow coating. So I let it sit up for a while. I still gotta paint these buckets black, and the grill gonna be black. That's why I ain't too much try to get coverage up in here, because it's going black. He had this here black, but I don't think I'm gonna paint that black. I'm gonna leave it the color of the car. And I also got I'm gonna paint the trim black as well. I'm gonna paint the quarter glass black. Well, it's already black, but I'm gonna tighten it up. All the trim here. But y'all stay tuned. This the results of the flow coat. Before I let it sit up, I'm gonna unmask this quarter glass because I don't want to clear the bridge. Because when I start unmasking it, once it harden up, it'll appear to clear up. So I don't want the bridge, so I'll be unmasking this quarter glass. I ain't gotta worry about this because it's not touching.
Start right from the bottom to the top, from the ground up. We sister. Right